Don't say Trump dance.
Countdown. I'll do the countdown.
I'm back with my friends. No theme music. I didn't have enough time.
Oh,
That's
geez.
okay. And no Trump dance. My son requested. He said, Mickey was over there and he said, Dad, just this one time, no Trump dance. And I said, okay. I'll let Gene introduce everybody.
Well, everybody, welcome. This is Chance's Chat. Of course, this may be for entertainment purposes only, but it also may not be. We have, of course, me, Docg, Chance McFadden, Debbie Stevens, and Fascinating Brian. Welcome to Chance's Chat.
We're sorry Bear couldn't be with us tonight. I hope you get to feeling better, brother. Deborah, hello, how are you? Listen, I'm going to turn everything over to Debbie in just a couple minutes, but first I want you to look over here in the chat. Okay, in the private chat. Do you see that, Doc?
No, not private chat. I'm looking at the other ones. See nothing in private chat yet.
Okay, hang on a minute. I'll put it over there. Listen. Okay, I'm going to ask a favor of everybody. Okay? I got contacted by a guy yesterday, and I really don't even know their names, but Min Chow does, and she's on the show right now. And these people yesterday got in a very bad situation. The 4 Louisiana sheriff's deputies, okay, came to the house that they were living in and threw them out on the streets because they had no rental agreement. The guy that had the rental agreement took off and went to parts unknown and left these people there by themselves with no lease, no rental agreement. And he was actually doing work for the guy that took off, okay? And these are school-age children. One's in grade school and one's in junior high. I have made it my personal goal to put it out on Facebook today, put it out on Telegram. We've reached a lot of people, but here's the thing. Anybody that donates $22 tonight to this family, it's there it is. It's on the screen. It says donate to Cash App to BD Hippie, $BD Hippie. That's Ming Chow. She's listening right now. You give them $22, and I'll give you a copy of the Zoom call for free. Okay? So you get to help a homeless family, and you get a copy of the Zoom call that we had Sunday. And people are going nuts over the Zoom call because everything that I said still stands. Okay? Now, I'm not going to get into any RV news, okay? But I want to tell you something. How would you like to be 40 years old, have a heart condition, and be unemployed because the guy that was providing you with a house as part of your payment takes off and leaves you, and you get everything thrown out in the street? I wish they would have contacted me prior to getting thrown out in the street so I could have talked to the landlord, because I could have probably worked something out, because I am kind of a silver-tongued devil. But I want to help these people, and I know you do too, okay? So anybody that is going to donate $22 to $BDHIPPI on Cash App, send me an email after you donate. I'll send you a copy of the Zoom call that we did Sunday. And it's very, very informative, and everything is still active like I reported on Sunday, okay? So for all of you that couldn't make it, now I'm going to, and if you, and I'm going to make another request, okay? If you're broke, and everybody's broke, I get it. Okay, but and you can't message anything, or you can't send any money, $22 or anything like that. If you could just send $5, okay? I know we got 5,000 people watching this show, minimum. Not counting Europe, not counting Australia. I know people are watching this show. I get 80 to 150 calls a day. Okay, if everybody could give $5, we could get these people in a house. Okay, all the possessions were put out on the street by deputies, and of course, I assume the guy that they were living with, he left them behind. I assume he hadn't paid the guy, so they really don't have any cash. So you want to talk about being between a rock and a hard place? I'm always broke. Everybody knows that. I'm in a bad situation. I scraped up $20. I took my 2 change jars down to the bank, dumped them in the thing, and there's Min Chow right there right now. I dumped them in the thing so I could give them $20 today. I got $22, and I kept 2 for myself and gave them 20. And there's other people that donated already today, but not just a few. So come on, guys. I'm going to be reminding you about this the rest of the night. But right now, we got some very interesting news from our roving reporter. And you got to remember, this woman, okay, Debbie is very special to us because she broke the satanic display story at the Des Moines County, Des Moines State House. Yeah, the Des Moines Capitol. Okay, she broke that worldwide. It went all over the world. She's the one that broke that story, guys. She's a good reporter, but she's at the APL Go lady. So we're going to put her information up on the screen, and if you can email Debbie or you can call her, and you need APL Go products. Let's get that thing rocking. But here's Debbie with the news. She can't stay for the whole show, but she's going to let you know what news is pertinent and what's going on in this crazy realm that we're living in. Okay, go ahead, Debbie. It's all you.
Okay. Well, today Barron Trump has now decided that he's going to be a delegate at the convention. He's going to be a delegate for Florida, and he's going to be at the convention. Also, I wanted to talk about the Red Hats. The Red Hats. There's 50,000 Marines ready to go under the command of General Kurtz. They were on a mission. They stopped the FEMA people that was over in Elkhorn, Iowa, out on the highway, but then they proceeded to take and go down to Oklahoma, where there was an arsenal in a warehouse. And they proceeded to take care of the situation. There was 2 generals, General Smith and General Kurtz, met at a hotel in Coral Gables, Florida, last Friday. Colonel Kurtz, he was a former Marine, and he resigned because of the fact that he couldn't work under the Biden administration in the 2020 election. He just said, I can't work for the stolen election. I can't deal with it. So he went into a retreat, and he was able to build an army of 50,000 guys ready to rock and roll to take and strike against the deep state. So maybe that's why those guys got called up again. Marines are Marines. Once a Marine, always a Marine. The other thing I wanted to talk about was Mother Gaia Earth. Well, some people, like Brian says, calls it Terra. Mother Gaia has decided to ascend. And what I wanted to talk about was the negative ions that you have to have. You have to have balance. So this is where all of us aren't going to ascend at once. but we're all going to ascend. But you need to be balanced, and that's where the APL go and the negative ions come in. I'm not saying, I'm just saying you need to get balanced. You need to get as many negative ions in your body as you can. And you have to get enough sleep, and there's a lot of things going on right now. So we're all exhausted. Like Brian said, we're not sleeping. So there's a lot to go with that. But if there's any questions or anything, I can't hang around very long tonight, but I thought I'd bring you the news and tell you what's going on. Lots of rain, lots of floods. Brazil is flooding. Oh, there's one other thing. May the 12th, there's something big that's going to be going on over in over by Africa. Is that the ocean or is that the sea over there where there's a big giant, whatever it is, that's causing wind, and that's what's causing the flooding and everything that's going on over in the Africa area. So I don't know what's going to be going on there or what is there. So that's what I've got today.
We've got Tara saying, yes, Kurtz is a renegade. He's messing with the White Hat's plan. He doesn't care if civilians get killed. He wants to nuke Washington, D.C. Well, he ain't going to get it done, because if anybody's going to take credit for that, it's going to be the big guy. So keep that in mind, because when the walls come tumbling down, it will be Trump's doing. And he's going to tell everybody why. That will all be in the EAS. Debbie, could I ask, have you heard about the other? Now I've got information that I put out. Okay, I've got information I put out on the Zoom call Sunday that there was a total of 1 million National Guard and allied alliance troops that have just come into the fray. Okay,
I've heard a little something about it, but not much.
Okay, and the national. In fact, I had one guy send me a letter, and I don't have permission to share it. And he showed me how he was called up, and he said, "I'm 67 years old. I haven't been in the Guard. I haven't been in the Guard for 30 years." And he says, "I got called up, and I was not. I called." He says, "I called in," and he says, "I wasn't given a choice." So when you sign up for the Guard, guys, you're in the Guard. Okay, just keep that in mind. Okay. Debbie, I want to ask on a personal note, how's everything with your brother? I know he's been having a time, and we all need to say some prayers for your brother and some others.
Actually, he's doing everything holistically, and he's doing well for right now.
Good.
Yep. He's doing pretty good.
Well, I haven't talked to you much this last week, but I did want to tell you, there was a lady, and I'm not going to mention her name, but she called me on Tuesday, and she's freaking out. And Freddie Mac getting ready to take her house. Okay. Luckily, I got the right person at the right time, and I said the right things. I got it all stopped in a 2-minute phone call. So what I'm trying to tell people by telling you this, Debbie, and share with everybody is sometimes I can do miracles. Okay. Sometimes I was blessed to get that done, and she was blessed, and I was glad to help her. So if you're in a situation like that now, if you're in a bank in the middle, if you're at the 11th hour or something, she wasn't in the 11th hour. She was in the beginning process that they start when they're getting ready to snag a property. I stopped it. I had plenty of time to do my magic. Okay. So if you hear of anybody, that's what I've been doing now. Okay. Doc, I've got your paperwork sent in. It was sent in yesterday.
Thank you.
We are waiting for a response. And so thanks, Tara. Tara is our administrator on Chances Chat, the private group, and she puts some fantastic content on there. And Debbie, is there anything else you want to add tonight?
No, not really, other than everybody just get your sleep, drink enough water, and just stay healthy.
Well, listen, before you go, I want to tell everybody Debbie owns a car lot in Des Moines. If you want to plug your car lot, I'm all ears.
Well, thank you. Yeah, we do service, and we do a lot of car sales. Car sales are a little bit better up and down, but it's getting better. So we have a lot of cars that we bring in from other areas. We go through them, and we have a good selection. So I wasn't ready for that, but yeah.
Okay, well, what's the name of the business?
Stevens Automotive Sales and Service in Johnston, Iowa.
Okay, did everybody get that? Stevens Automotive Services in Johnson, Iowa. Okay, do you have a phone number?
Oh, I was going to say,
Yeah.
I'd say,
Go ahead.
yeah, don't make her mad because she's got a chop shop too. Okay. So she'll get your car somehow.
Not so.
No,
So. Oh my gosh. 515-278-9994. So
Guys, if you're in the Des Moines area, and I know people in Des Moines listen to me. Okay, I know you're listening to me in Des Moines. I know you are. So just go by there and see what they got, and you could be driving home in a great used car. Okay, because listen, these people are legit. They got to make little money like everybody else does, but they're legit. It's hard to find a legit used car dealer. I don't care where you at. And and no offense, Doc, but New Jersey's not exactly known for the home of.
Well, now, wait a minute. I gotta stand up for a friend of mine. He runs just a car repair place here, and I think he was put to the test this weekend. He had my Debbie would know. It was a Mazda car. It was my co-partner's car, and my friend at the radio station, and he had a problem with, I believe, a coil pack just went.
Mhm.
He had one replaced a couple months ago, brand new, put in. And what happened was he took it back there, and he could have been dishonest. He could have said, listen, hey, you owe me another coil pack, labor, intense, and all that. And you know what he did? He said, that coil pack went bad. It's under warranty. We replaced the coil pack for you free of charge, no labor, no nothing. He is so freaking honest. J&M Auto, I give him props for that, because there's not a lot of people that will do that. They'll look for other things to try to charge you or whatever. But he said, know what? It's all good. That's the kind of people I like to deal with. Honest, sincere, good to know people that you really feel good about working with,
Well, it has to do a lot where the parts are coming from too.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But he still could have. I mean, there are a lot of people that are unscrupulous that do stuff like that. I've been in the car agencies and dealerships a long time to see a lot of the bad stuff that they do. So I know that there's certain things that he could have done, but he didn't do it. He followed the path of God and said, listen, I'm going to do it this way, and I'm not going to charge this man a penny for this. And he felt like he was on cloud nine because he's taking care of his parents and he's trying to get a new van for them. But, we all have our problems. I get that. But at the same time, when somebody comes like a Superman, comes right in and saves your day, you feel like $1 million.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. It feels good to help people. It really does. I'll do what I can, but I'm not making you any promises. Okay.
It's okay.
So one more time. The name of the car dealership is Stevens
Automotive Sales and Service.
And that's in Johnson, Iowa?
Johnston. Johnston. Yeah.
Johnston.
Just a suburb of Des Moines.
That's not where they had all the Tyson chicken people fired or anything, is it?
That's well, Tyson, the one that's closing, is up in Perry. That's about 30 miles away, 20 minutes away from me. And the other, there's a bunch of other places on the down on the other side of Des Moines. So yeah, there's a lot
Well,
of
you know
places.
what they're building across the street from the Tyson plant, don't you?
Mm-mm.
Oh yeah, you're gonna like this. Across the street from the Tyson plant, they're building a bug processing factory just for all you people that like those yummy, yummy bugs. Okay. Aren't they nice little liberals? Aren't they just so cute? Don't you just want to slap them?
Oh, good God. Yummy.
Okay, guys, if you're in the Des Moines area, go to Johnson Automotive Sales and Service. And one more time on the phone number, and then I'm going to let you go. Okay, honey?
Yep. 515-278-9994 is our sales and service. So
And
listen, if anybody needs anything, just call me. You've got my cell phone number and everything, but APL Go, they've got some sales right now, but yep, that's what everybody needs, the negative ions. So I got to
put
run.
Debbie's info up, would you, Doc? It's Debbie Stevens at me.com.
Nope. Beamer Stevens at me.com.
Beamer,
That's it. Beamer Stevens, Beemer Stevens, Stephen's at me.com. Give her an email, and if we put her phone number up too, Doc, if you can.
If I can find it.
515-314-4948.
I'm not fast, Ab. I believe me.
Can we watch the video?
Oh, thanks, Brian. That's even more reassuring.
Hey, we're all put here to do work for ourselves, not to
I
have
get it.
others work.
Yeah.
You know, work for us.
515. Go ahead. You do it again, Deb.
515-314-4948.
4948.
Yep. So, listen, I got to go. I got things I got to do. I'll see you all
We love
later.
you, Deb.
Bye.
Deb, take care.
Bye-bye.
Oh,
And we
Chance, real quick,
Yes.
before you get everybody here all riled up, let me just say that I'm offering for a $10 donation a Mother's Day song created by me and AI, where you just give me the name of the person, I'll create the song, and as a special gift, I will also play it for the world on Mother's Day on Sunday. So you'll get the song. You'll get the way it comes out with AI. I got no thing about that. But just the name of the person on the song, and of course, playing it to the world for the world to hear. Okay, go ahead.
In
That's
Arnold Schwarzenegger's voice, right?
What in what?
I said in Arnold Schwarzenegger's voice, right?
No. Because you know what's funny? AI is very funny. I put Elvis as vocals, and it won't play him. I put anybody else as vocals, male, female, it'll play them most of the time, unless they're really, really one of them higher up people like Taylor Swift. Everybody else it plays.
Well, listen,
You know,
if you could get Phil Collins to do it, that would be good because he's been in Gitmo for a while now. Okay.
yeah, I know. There's a lot of musicians and artists like that well, we talked about that are like that. So
Right. Well, the outings are ready to come out on the EAS, and they are doing EAS tests all over the world right now. I've got people that just text me just to say hi. Hi, I'm in the UK. Hi, I'm in Scotland. Hi, I'm in Australia. I get into some chats on Patriot Intel on Telegram, and I'm talking to people from all over the world, and it's just amazing that the reach that this show has. So, if you want, put up your Cash App, Docg. Put up your Cash App. So, hey, and listen, look at this. Look at this. This guy, he's not even wearing his Star Trek shirt, but he's so well coiffed in his hair and his beard and everything. I mean, you're making me look bad, Doc. I mean,
I'm doing a lot of work outside. I've never pushed a lawnmower 4 or 5 times in a day as much as I've been doing it. I mean, I'm weed whacking. I'm cutting the grass. I'm doing this. I'm doing that. I'm doing chores around the house. And, I feel better, but I still got the issues.
I want somebody to take a screenshot of me and then put Docg's hair on my head. So maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll have AI do that or something, because his hair looks so much better than mine, and mine's all back here in a ponytail. But
please,
you're looking good, Doc. You're
Thank
looking
you,
good.
brother. I appreciate that. I'm trying to find my
Put
cash app.
your cash app up.
I got it. Okay.
So everybody can see it. If they want a Mother's Day song on HamiltonRadio.net, is there going to be a special time that you're going to be running those Mother's Day songs?
All day.
Okay. It could get played twice. Could get played twice.
It can get played 2 or 3 times, but they'll also have a copy of it. See, that's the best part about it. I will send them a copy of it, and they don't have to join AI. I already did. So all they have to do is send me the name of the person, and I'll create the song. If they want to send me like a lyric, or if they wrote a poem, I'll add that to the song. I'll make that a song. AI is amazing when it does this, and it's just incredible stuff. I mean, I've been fooling around with it for a couple of days. I've been on it late at night, and just the amazing stuff that I've been able to make. Just for example, I did one sentence. I said, "Bob's your uncle, call him Bill." And I put Chicago horns, brass sound. And it came up with a whole song just with that one little sentence. And it's a good song. It's a good, melodic, funny. It's a cool song. I really got to say.
That's
so
cool.
Any lyric or anything like that comes out, it's so freaking cool.
Well, if I ever had any time to myself, I would like to experiment that too. It sounds like something I'm going to be doing during the NDA period when I'm off by myself in the lonesome, not talking to any of you folks for 3 months. But now I'm gonna go into just a little bit of intel before I turn things over to Brian, because he's got some things he wants to unload on. You gotta remember, I talk to these guys during the week. I got an idea what they're gonna say. The EAS is Cabal and the EBS is White Hats. Thank you, Shadell. I do get that mixed up.
No, I thought it was the EBS was their emergency broadcast system. I thought that was the Cabal, and then the EAS is the White Hats. Not that it matters.
It's only a letter, Brian.
Okay. Do I think we will go into the Redemption Center in May? I'm certain of it. I am really, really certain of it. I know I shouldn't say that, but after the information that I got today, I got somebody that heard Trump say it's all ready to go. That came to me from somebody that heard him say it personally. So he says it's all ready to go. We're done.
Well, to me, that sounds like he's holding in the can in his hand, and I'm just waiting for him to kick it for it to permanently land.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm not
ready.
trying to be a Debbie Down or anything. I'm just like looking at it from an observatory. I'm like, okay, yeah, that's great. So I'm waiting for it to hit.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I don't pay any attention to these other guys, but what's funny is they're saying the same thing. But what I'm want to talk to you about. Oh, thank you, River Life. What I want to talk to you guys about tonight is the actual process of how it's going to. Oh, Judy, that would be a blessed event, wouldn't it? Yes, it's good to see you, Judy. The actual process. Now, there's 2 ways it's going to go down, okay? And it may go down both ways depending on where you live. Way number 1 is you could get your 1% in your bank account. Now, how does that work? Well, you'll get an email, and it'll say call the 800 number. The 800 number will give you a code. You take that code down to your local bank, and they'll hook you up on the private side, initiate the code, and the 1% deposit will show up in your account. I imagine they would probably give you another account number because the private and the public side of the bank is two different sides. So that's the first way it could happen. The second way it could happen is we could get the 800 numbers, you call in and they tell you to go someplace. Okay. And so then you go to, like, I know where one of them's at in Cedar Rapids. So no, I'm not going to give you the address. I ain't going to have you going there. Chance said that I can redeem my currency here. No, I didn't say that. Okay. And then all of a sudden I got two armed guards that say, hey, we want to have a talk with you, Mr. McFadden. Okay. So, so what you got to do is then you will get an appointment at a redemption center or a bank. And I would suggest a bank, or I would suggest a bank is not the place to go. Do not go to the bank unless you have no choice. The bank right now, all of the banks that are cashing in, who are doing a currency exchange with people like Hawk's buddy down there that got his new pickup truck and everything, found this out. He got street rate. They're going to make the spread. The dinar's coming out at $28.50 if you are in a group, or if you go and you ask for the best price. I'd appreciate the best rate, please. And then they got to give you the $28.50 is the way I understand it. Okay. But if you go into the bank, they're going to give you $3.91, or they're going to give you $4.29, or whatever they feel like they're going to give you. And then they're going to stuff the rest in their little pockets. Okay. So the banks are still up to their nasty little things. I know for a fact people that have been getting street rate and they're hanging on to it. That's sort of the people that are getting their currency exchanged now. They're settling for less because they've waited so long. I'm going to bring this. I don't care if I'm the last person in line. I'm going to wait, and I'm going to get every stinking penny that I can because I got too many people to help. Okay. Now this, I'll skip out of the RV just for a minute. This Cash App to help the homeless family in Louisiana is $B as in boy, D as in dog, HIPPI. That's all one word, no spaces. So it's $BDHIPPI on Cash App. If you can't get it to go through for them, then if you could send it to me and I will forward it on to them. I've already done a couple today for them already. It's a very desperate situation, and it's a legitimate deal, guys. I've been dealing with it since yesterday afternoon. It's legitimate. Well, let's go back to the RV. Okay. Now, I don't think you're going to need your currency on the first appointment, but take it anyway. I don't think you're going to need your trust on your first appointment, but take it anyway. I think you'll probably get by with a affirmation of trust or whatever, a confirmation of trust. I have some of those. I guess, but I would take my trust anyway. And all these other oddball currencies that are showing up that say, well, I've had these. Can I use those? Take them. Take all your bonds. Take all your currency, even if it's odd, even if it sounds like it's out of the question. You take everything. Okay. Oh my God. Okay, I'm getting intel. Okay. Here's a woman says she's sending $25, and I can, no way to read dialogue on the chat. Can you interact, please? Oh, yes, sure. What do you want? What do you want to know? Here we go.
What does she need?
She can't read the dialogue on the chat. I guess she must not be on YouTube or
Facebook's got it. YouTube and Facebook have it.
Yeah, we got chat on there. I'll keep checking my questions over here. Okay. Okay. Thank you. And for those who have donated already, This is something I'm going to be working on over the next 2 weeks. They're going to need help. Yes. Oh my gosh. Christy just sent $50 to him. God bless you, Christy.
Oh, thank you,
And
Christy. So sweet.
yes. Jolene sent something. She made a donation. She didn't say how much. And so there people are listening. If you can only send $5, then send $5. Okay.
Yeah.
I understand. I'm broke too, but I gave 20. If I can give 20, everybody else can give 5 at least, so if we could get 1,000 people to give $5 each at least, then we're going to be able to get them through the month and get them in a house. Now, Ming Lee, the lady that brought this to me, and she's been helping them. She said that there is help at the school because it's an emergency situation. So they're going to have a meeting, I think maybe tomorrow, I hope, and they can go in and talk to the counselors of school because there's a program, but it doesn't start till June in Louisiana for emergency housing. And so maybe we can get them a little, because I got a couple kids in school, we can give them a little push. So I'm going to do everything I can. I'll be the cheerleader off the side with the pom-poms, okay? Doing the Trump dance. Anyway, guys, listen, this thing's unrolling, okay? Now there's a possibility that you're not going to see it on the Forex. But here's the thing. Tomorrow is May 10th. Tomorrow's May 10th. Today's May 9th. Iraq has got to have a rate before they can enter the World Trade Organization, the WTO. Okay? They can't enter it without a rate, without a program rate. 391 is in-country rate right now, but they haven't revealed it yet. And as I've always told everybody, everything is going on 3 weeks later than my shirt's stretched out, darn it. Oh, my hair's a mess. I'm sorry, guys. But I've always told you we are 3 weeks behind on the news. We always are, okay? Very rarely do we have anything in real time. Although I was, thank you, Deanne. Thank you. I appreciate that. Really do. And you can't find my email. My email is chancemusic@yahoo.com. CHANCE music@yahoo.com. We had some real-time excitement today. If you go on Facebook and look up Fort Madison, you're in go into Fort Madison, Iowa, there's going to be a Fort Madison City page. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Doc. Hey, listen, here's the thing. Somebody had 6 barges on and was going through the bridge, and they hit it sideways. They hit it sideways. Okay? So it messed up the bridge. So the bridge is open. It's stuck open. So if you're on this side of the bridge, you're screwed. But anyway, that's the real-time excitement we had in Mayberry today. Hey. And I also found out that somebody stole a couple of my guitars and took them down to the pawn shop.
Oh, no.
So I'm not going to say who, but I went down to the police and I talked to them. And you got to remember, I have an uncommon relationship with the police in this town because I'm the guy behind the scenes that figures out who does these crimes. Okay. And I solved a burglary. I've solved a vandalism issue that was going on. I've done a lot of things for the police over the last 53 years here in Fort Madison, Iowa. And they told me, they said, well, that pawn shop's under investigation. Okay. And I said, if you want to find out where all the hot stuff is going to, I said, he's got a building down by the end of the bridge down there at the Santa Fe Bridge. And he says, how'd you know about that? I said, this is my town. I've lived here for 53 years. I know everything. Christy Sue says, if we don't bring our trust to the first exchange meeting, can we wait to get a trust before we go? Yes. Now, if you need a trust and you don't, it's a money thing. Sure, I get it, honey. I'm with you. Listen, nobody knows Broke like me. It's my middle name. Chance Broke McFadden. Okay. It's okay.
We're cousins, brother. We're cousins.
I'm smiling about it because, it's all going to change and it's going to be for all of us. Deanne is D and 5D and Doris. Okay. Well, thank you, I guess. Anyway, hello, all. Nancy Spencer says, came in just in time to say, Chance, it's May 9th, my birthday. It will be a great present. Oh my gosh, I like that picture of that baby. Oh, I like babies. I want to hold their little cheekies and just give them a little pinch and a hug. So darn cute.
Yep.
Nancy, thanks for sharing the picture of the baby. I love babies. You want to be popular with me, hold up a baby, especially if it's not my own. Then I could love it and I could spoil it and I could hand it back to you. Okay? And believe me, I will. Min Chow says, thank you, everyone on Telegram and YouTube and Facebook for helping. We really appreciate it. So keep those donations coming in, and don't send me any donations this week. I want you to send any donations you have for me. Forget it. Just send it to this $BDHIPPI on Cash App. And they also took 2 of the family dogs to the pound. Well, that's all right. They're going to get them back because I know I got faith in everybody that's listening to this show tonight. In a little bit, while Brian is giving you guys the lowdown, I'm going to give. I'll put up my my wise.com account. Okay. So I'm going to put up my wise.com account so you can make a donation to that, and I will forward it on. Now, put Deanne's thing up again, please. I wrote the trust last night on U.S. Legal. That's fine. That's okay. They have all kinds of paperwork and legal stuff, $99 for a whole year. That's good. Just remember, these are skeleton trusts. These are not professional hold up in court trusts. They're just enough to get you through the redemption process. Okay. I think there's legalzoom.com and a couple others that Miss Nikki was talking about that you can get the trust templates, and those will get you through, but they won't protect you. Now, we've got a special on irrevocable trust through Raymond. If you want it, it's because we're in the last hours. If you don't have Cash App yet, you could send the money to me, Brian McFadden, 504 12th Street, Fort Madison, Iowa, 52627. You can send a check or money order, and I will get it to them.
What about your Cash App?
Huh? Or they can the lady says she doesn't have Cash App yet. Irish Lassie says she doesn't have Cash App yet.
Oh, gotcha.
So mail me a check, and I'll cash it, and I'll send it by Cash App to them. Anita Radke says that will there be a 7-day lockdown when we go to RV? Maybe a 10-day or a 2-week. Okay, I don't know. Somebody sent me a thing saying my son got called to do an airplane flight, and Deanne asks, "Men, do your kids get their clothes back? What else do you need?" I think they're in the process of getting their clothes back. They've been going through suitcases and stuff. These sheriff's deputies were cold-hearted. Okay. You know what that word is. It begins with an A and it ends in an S. Okay. Because they're Masons and they're just worried about making their money. Okay. They're jerks. And everything they did was not only illegal, but it was unlawful. And I'm going to tell you what, when you do something like that, even if you think you're righteously indignant and you think you're covering your ass and you're covering this person and you're doing the good thing and you're the law guy. And yeah, guess what? Man upstairs was watching, and he's going to hammer you for what you did. And I am not joking. Okay. And for all you people that are giving donations, God's giving you a thumbs up right now. He's giving you a big thumbs up. He's going to say, I got to mark a special red star next to their name. Okay. The Express Trust is a golden ticket because we don't know what the transitional period is going to be between the corporation and the new republic. It could be 6 months. It could be 5 years. But I have a lady that I am turning over to my Express Trust lady. Now, this lady's name, I'm not going to say her name, but it begins with, well, I'll just call her Bonnie. It's not her name. It's not even close to being her name. Okay. I don't know where they're at. I'm sorry, I don't know. I guess I could find out. They have their clothes. They get their food on the 13th, their SNAP, which is food stamps. Okay, there. I let them put their stuff in my backyard. That's what Min Chow said. Isn't that nice? She's a winner. I'll tell you what.
Sweetheart. She's a sweetheart.
Min Chow is a winner. Yeah, Karma is God's babysitter. Okay, but you're all going to get a little red star for next to your name, and he's going to remember you when it's time at the pearly gates. Okay. Min Chow says the homeless family is in Lake Charles, Louisiana. Okay, so that's where they're at. But what I want you to do is just good. You got everything locked up. Okay, good. We're just wanting you to just give $5 minimum. Okay, if you can give more, fine. Okay, but everybody just give $5. Brian, the guy that gives me, the other Brian, that gives me $20 every week, no matter what show I do or do a live or anything. Brian, send that donation to these people. Don't send me any donations this week. If you do send me a donation, earmark it for the homeless family, and I will forward it on to Ming Chow. Okay? So guys, this thing's going on. It's happening. If you think it's not, listen, I got an email yesterday. It says, oh, it's got to happen now. Chance, can you give me any kind of guarantee? I got this bill due and I got that. I can't give you no guarantee. This has been a moving target for as long as I've been in it, which is 13 years. I'm giving you the best information I have. And I'm going to tell you what, May 1st, May 2nd, and May 3rd were the targeted dates to do this last year. And I could, if I'd have had $1,000, I would have bet it. But every day passed, and it was a trap. It was a trap that the white hat set because what they were doing is they were still taking down the bad guys. Okay. Min Chow says, I looked at these 6-foot marshals and I said, you don't understand what's coming for you. Yeah, I know. Listen, they're all Masons. They have sworn a blood oath to Satan. Okay. I can tell you what's coming to them. A very, very hot eternity. Okay, that's what's coming to them. But it's going to be all right. We're going to get donations tonight. Okay. We'll figure it out, Tara. Any suggestions you come up with, we'll let you know. Guys, Brian wants to talk about a couple things. I kind of got an idea of what he's going to talk about. So I'm going to let him have the floor. And I am going to, my gosh, have I been ranting and raving for 45 minutes already? You guys really put up. No, $7? Are you kidding me, Winona? Gosh, I think it's great. Come on, $5, $7, it's great. It all adds up. Oh, no. Yeah, Min Chow she's a little lady. And she's a very good lady. Brian, I'm going to turn over the floor to you, and I'm going to mute my microphone because I think these people need to hear somebody else's voice besides mine.
Well, hello, good evening, everyone. Do not fret if you think $7 is all you can spare. Okay. It's a greater value than you think. It's the thought that really counts. Contributing even 5, it's just you understand the principle that you are unable to go above and beyond your means necessary. So it is a proper formula. Don't feel guilty. You're doing what's best for you, and you're still contributing the way that is proper for your journey. So thank you. I just wanted to say that. So I wanted to talk about something, and I thought it was actually good that Chance experienced what happened on his show. So what happened on Chance's show, and you all of you, because I know many of you do not understand energy dynamics, you don't understand energy contracts as well as physical contracts. What you really, really, really don't understand is that energy is tied to physical contracts, a lot of it. So the more benevolent or transparent idea that is represented, it has a higher energy output. So what does that mean, or what am I saying? What I'm saying is this: if you do something that breaks that contract within that physical and energetic flow and signature, you're going to have something bad happen to you. It's just cause and effect. Don't blame me. Don't blame your creator. It's just cause and effect. It's unbiased. So you're going to get what you get, especially when there's a dynamic energetic force that is happening right now in transition, which you can call an ascension process. So you can expect times 30, 75. I don't know. I don't know what the number is going to be, but it's not going to be pretty. So why am I saying this? This is what's really important. And again, I'm glad it happened to Chance. So Chance did his show. I was present, of course. And during his show, he noticed there was tons of people piggybacking off of someone else. Didn't pay, right? None of them paid, but they got the information. Great. That's awesome. So you just demonstrated not only, I would say, no integrity, dishonorable, what is it? Oh, a perpetual consumer, which is a form of materialism. So you're consuming something, right? So you are of perpetually consuming some type of info or material. That's not really a good outlook for you. But worst of all, and here's what's worst of all, you're all, and I'm going to call you all out that did this. Does it mean you're irredeemable? Not necessarily. But even the truthers that receive the information to people, which I don't need to name because it's already out there, you're all snakes. And what do we know about snakes? They're dishonorable. They're kind of dishonest. Kind of like the snake in the Garden of Eden, which I hate using anyways because I'm not a Bible person who references, but it's deceptive. And you're the type of individuals that don't make the cut in creation. And I love it. I love it because it's proper for your journey. Because you can't not only rise above your own ideas, you can't attempt to see or feel the energies or notice the things around you. Yes, there could be lower astral entities, but there could be higher beings watching you, kind of like having their own little Santa checklist. No, not nice. He's going on naughty list. So we'll just put him on this other planet because clearly he needs to grow. So it's unbiased. You're going to get what you're going to get. Again, can you redeem yourself? That's up to you. So it's all about the value in terms and conditions, which Chance set, physically and energetically, with the highest transparency representing humans. Everyone else that couldn't abide by that, it's not a good thing. You're going to have to reflect on the importance of the idea and the energy. It's, you guys don't really understand what's coming. And I'm going to give you an example of exactly what's coming. And it's not a positive outlook, but it also is transitional. So you need to understand this. So an example that I kind of saw during my travels, remote viewing, kind of just seeing the formulas, is one algorithm called marriages being dissolved, right? So bear with me on this. So when the corporate system is no longer existing, everyone's single again. Very important distinction. So everyone's now single. And we know that there are a lot of relationships that are just held together by threadbare likes and dislikes, people just doing it out of survival and out of necessity. I get it. It is not an easy situation. But here's the interesting thing too. Even during that time of transition, sure, you get in a med bed, they get in a med bed, you get age regressed, they get age regressed, but it only fixes the body. It does not fix the emotional body. So if your significant other suddenly says, well, I think now that we're at this point in stage in time, we should, go our separate ways. A lot of them are not going to be able to handle that because they are self-inflicted and detrimental and have relied on other individuals for so long, they don't know how to live for themselves. So what do you think is going to happen to those people specifically, especially if they don't have someone in their life they can turn to? They're going to exit. Or if it's in their contract on both parties, they'll force their significant others exit before they take an exit. If you don't think this is a possibility, it's all on the table. It is not going to be this grand jubilee that you think it is necessarily. It'll be that probably for you, but for a lot of other normal people, it won't be. You're abnormal if you're following all this, just like me. And I'm using it in a proper context versus, no, you're crazy. No, you're a conspiracy theorist. No, you're just abnormal. Okay? So you're just slightly operating in a different, looking up that way versus just always keeping your nose to the ground. That's the only difference. And I also want to make one thing clear, and I thought it was interesting, and Sovereign Redneck, he did say it. He said something about how, yes, we're multidimensional, which I do agree with, or that there are neighbors of fractals of timelines and this and that. That could also include the planet's name, which I want to kind of give clarity and context. So me and Kent always say it's planet Terra. There's a lot of people that say the planet is Gaia. If interweaving of timelines, people have their perception, and we're probably on a planet, Earth, that had a name Gaia versus Terra. Okay? It's not so cut and clear. Just like Berenstein and Berenstain books, it's not so cut and dry. So just to give you a frame of reference, he said that no one is a singularity, and that is the part I disagree with. And a proven fact that you are a singularity, even a singularity, is the proof that even if you did meet a parallel self, I bet there would be one thing that would not match. It could be physically, it could be in a like and dislike. So regardless, you're still all equivalent, all equal, all powerful in the eyes of creation, but you're still all singular. I mean, watch the Loki series. They're all singular. They all had their own agendas. Everyone is singular, even if you are multi fractional, so to speak, near limitless. The difference between that, and again, it's a very hard concept to swallow, is it is always the prime numbers, which it's like really large amount. They are the dominating frequencies. If they are from 0 to 9, they absorb all the ones that are in the higher frequency number bracket. It is the single digits that are to give you a linear perception, that have the higher consciousness out of all of yourselves. It doesn't matter. That's how the game board is set up. And then when everything hits the 0 point, or whoever within the prime numbers hit the 0 point, it resets. That's the idea of ascension. And just to bring clarity to the idea of ascension again, it is a single journey. It is a personal journey. We do not know how it's going to look like, what it's going to look like. It couldn't be in near instantaneous flash. You could be walking your dog. You could be out for a run in your job. You can do and suddenly feel or see a flash, squint your eyes, and then like you wake up from an illusion. I don't know. You're not allowed to know. You're not supposed to know. No one gets to see behind that veil. It is a unconscious and higher self agreement. There's merit for that idea. Okay? You have to experience it so you can take in the energy in so many different ways, and in so many different of your bodies, the physical, the emotional, the etheric. It is a template. It gets encrypted in your DNA. It becomes a part of you. It's so powerful that you can ask till you're blue in the face, and they will just say, "You'll see," and they'll smile at you. That's all these guides will ever say. They will say, "You will see," because it's a rare event for individual journey experiences, and it's also a cheat code if you want it the bare bones. Okay, because once that's encrypted in your DNA, same with either fourth dimensional frequencies or fifth dimensional frequencies, you don't have to do the incarnation thing. People think you have to incarnate. I'm like, no, you could be a fifth dimensional being asked to go help somebody, and then you can just say, "Hey, where are they? Oh, looks like they're standing in line in Starbucks." Oh, okay. Well, I always wanted to remember what coffee tasted like from Starbucks. So, you just lower your vibration, create a Mario suit, stand in line, give them a piece of advice, enjoy your coffee, sit on a bench, watch a dog, a guy and a dog, walking on the lawn, and yell at the guy, say, "You better pick up that dog crap." And then you pop right out of there. It's clever. Creation is clever, and the system is, and everything that source wishes you to, have and represent is limitless. It is limitless in nature. So I don't understand why so many feel so limited when you are the most powerful fractal experiencing this journey. You just need to all empower yourselves to where you feel and believe in those ideas. Is it easy? No, it takes hard work. And the other thing that many do not tell you, how do you achieve some type of so-called ascension? How do you get there? The clue is the 0 point. You need to be neutral about everything. Literally, you need to just be an observer in everything. Don't feed it anything. That is the key to moving forward, is neutrality. Feeling happy is not, and love and all this, what a lot of people say. And mind you, a lot of the wordplay is still hijacked because it's to get you to carry some type of frequency of elation or emotion. And because you can control the consciousness to a varying degree, there's still a lot of it unconsciously you can't control. So you could be happy-go-lucky, and then suddenly you stub your toe and you're cursing, and you look at your kid's laughing, and you look and you scowl and you give him an ugly look. You say, "That's not funny." And then you yell at him. That's just a perfect example how you kept yourself in a very positive, happy vibrational frequency, and without realizing it, you dropped. Instead of being neutral, stubbing your toe, and then biting your, words back and biting your tongue and going, "Yep, that happened. Yep, my son thought it's funny, but I'm not going to say anything because he's a kid." There's a difference. So by being neutral, you can navigate through all this BSness and you can just leave it all behind because it doesn't matter. It really doesn't. You're choosing to make it matter, but it really doesn't. So that's what I wanted to say on that. So again, for those of you that decided to be dishonorable and lacked integrity, you should really reflect and make amends. And I think the donation part for someone who needs help is a good way to actually make amends, to be honest. So again, you want to balance out that energetic karma, take the opportunity. I highly recommend it because you don't want it to come back and bite you in the butt. And one way that it would bite you in the butt, let's give this guy street rate because he's not paying attention, or I just don't like the way his vibration is.
Listen to that. Listen to what Brian just said.
Cause and effect. You're going to get it. I'm not even joking. I'm looking all of you straight in the eye. It very well could happen.
Listen to what Brian just said. He's absolutely dead on right, okay? Listen, I'm going to tell you something. What those deputies did yesterday is going to come back on them tenfold. Well, actually, the Bible says sevenfold, but you know what? Seven times.
It's more because of ascension.
Right. So what they don't know how quick it's coming. They're going to have 5-gallon buckets full of crap falling all around them in their life because of what they did yesterday. And if you think I'm kidding, I'm not. I'm telling you right now. I know a guy that is a very not good person. He's a mooch. He spends all his money on drugs, and everything in his life is going to crap. And you know what? I told him, I said, the reason it's going to crap, brother, is because you haven't accepted the Lord. You haven't brought him into your heart. You haven't. And let me tell you something. When you go against when you go putting that negative energy out there, you're going to get it right back in spades. You're going to get bucket loads of crap dumped on you, bud. You know who I'm talking about, Mickey. I'm talking about Kevin. And Kevin, you deserve whatever God decides to give you. He'll make sure that you get you're going to get what you give. Okay. That's what you're going to do. You're going to get what you give. And all you people that donated tonight are going to get back in spades what you donated, because that's the way the universe works.
So Love Gene 17 said, is blood type a factor in the ascension process? Your blood alters through the ascension process. surprisingly. I've heard someone tell me they were O positive, and when they woke up and a couple years down their journey, they got their blood tested again. They were O negative. So you change, you activate your own DNA, whatever that may be. It does upgrade, and you can upgrade further once you rediscover who you are, your higher self, and then you'll take in pull in new DNA from the ether side. You just do it differently. You have these micro like black holes, which are literally just portals. So you can pull from the ether in your body easily. It's just like you could pull minerals if you need it.
I got to say something real quick, Brian, before we change this. My friend, Mike Chavez, I haven't seen him in a while, but he's a good guy. He was on a health journey, an amazing, amazing person with a, oh my God, he has transformed his body literally overnight. It took him a couple of years, but he did do it. He's got an amazing podcast, amazing presence. So anybody check him out on Facebook. And also my good friend, new friend, Fran Cernera, who I met at the Film Awards. She runs another group channel for all film industry and stuff like that. So I wanted to make sure I give them shout outs because they're two sweet people and I love them and they're great, great friends. So go ahead, Chance, we're going to be on there tonight. She wants me to put your show on there. So there's another thing there. Go ahead.
You're muted, Chance.
You're muted, Chance.
Okay, I was going to say, Fran, I've always wanted to be in the movies. So, if you guys need a comedy relief, in the vein of John Candy or something like that, except uglier. Okay, I'm that guy. Okay.
Chance, by the way, guess who we interviewed yesterday?
Who's that?
Roy Hamilton Jr. from the
cool.
Roy Hamilton, I guess you could say, legacy.
Yeah, right.
Amazing. Him and his wife Maria. They're amazing people. They're going to be in Vegas with Elvis Aaron Presley, the son of Elvis. I say quote because he's not really supposed to be his son, but that's what he calls himself. Anyway, that's the two performing in Vegas. I just give him a shout out. A super, super nice guy, super sweet guy, and just a wonderful person.
And if any of those people want to be on the show, Gene, just tell them, hey, give me a
he said anytime we want him, let him know. And I got all his info. So
Bright Light City's gonna set my soul on fire. Yeah, I get it. It's all good.
It's all good. Good. Whoever wants to say anything, I don't want to take your guys' time because I know you got.
No, it's your time too. It's your time too, brother. We always appreciate your input.
Well, anytime I can bring more people to the dance. I couldn't
do this show without you. I couldn't do this show without you.
Anytime I can bring more people to our dance and help others at the same time and whatever way we do it, God bless everybody that's here. That's all I can say.
Well, if any ladies want to dance with me, just remember they're going to have to lead because I'm a terrible dancer. Okay, Fran. So if you want to dance, okay, you're going to have to lead because I'm a terrible dancer. Okay, you got it?
Fran is a sweetheart. I just put it on her page. Thank you, Fran. She's a sweetheart. And again, this is where music industry comes into the radio industry, the TV industry, advertising industry, film industry, and all that, and we all merge together. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's all the same. It's all the same dance party. Absolutely. The wise rate on the Vietnamese dong is going to be 210. Okay, and you will not be able to get. That's for the dong, the Vietnamese dong, and that you will not be able to get a higher rate if you take a screenshot in. It's going to revalue within your thing, and then you just use it and transfer it back over into USD, and then use your Wise card. So I need share to dance. As long as you're leading, I'm good. Okay. Anyway, I'm a grown up Care Bear. Oh my gosh.
Oh my God, you would have loved the guy I interviewed the other day. His name is T Bear. since he's a Care Bear. His name is T-Bear, and he's played with everybody from the Doors all the way up to today's music. What an incredible guy. He lives in New York, and him and I are going to collaborate on a couple new songs. So I'm really excited about that. I was blown out of the water when he and I just gelled so well with everything.
I'll look forward to meeting him in person after the event. Okay.
You better believe it. He said he's going to come to my studio live to play with Walter Trout, another musician that's been a studio musician.
The fish man.
Well, see, T-Bear actually was part of the Wrecking Crew second part.
Right.
He played with Lila and Skylar and all the other people that were on the American albums and Linda Ronstadt albums, all the bass tracks, and all how it worked in the studio.
Walter Trout was very sick a few years back. He was really sick. And we were so scared we were going to lose him because he's such an incredible musician. And a lot of people came through with prayers for him on Facebook, and he's back playing. And man, he lost a lot of weight through the illness, but he's doing good. And I'm real happy for Walter. And I hope I get the pleasure to meet him and maybe even jam with him someday. I got a few tricks up my sleeve I haven't showed anybody yet. I'm feeling the love tonight, guys. I'm feeling the love. Okay, I felt the love on Sunday, and I felt the love on Tuesday, and tonight I'm feeling a lot of love, and I'm feeling my vibrations are very high, and I'm a Care Bear, and oh my gosh. Just give me either a couple dogs quick or a couple babies that I can hug. Either one. Dogs or babies, either one. I'm fine, Listen, guys, I want you to know that this has been a very special show for me because when I can, I couldn't even do this show. I want y'all to realize this, okay? I could not do this show if it wasn't for Docg. Okay? If it wasn't for Docg, because we have been helping each other all the way through this particular journey. Sometimes I'm able to help pretty well. Other times I'm not, and same vice versa for me, because he is the man that put up www.chancemcfadden.com. I'll give you the link. And it's still under construction. We've got a couple things we have to add. We're going to have to add some links probably Sunday, brother. But I got to add some links, and I'm going to add some truther stuff. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a tab on there that's going to say procedures for your RV. Okay. Now, if you want to have Gene is awesome. He is absolutely my brother.
Thank you, Fran. Wow, I'm being smoked tonight. Thank you.
And Brian too. I mean, Brian, I feel like a teenage kid talking to my high school buddy when I got Brian on the phone. It's just like I'll lay in bed and we'll just talk back and forth, and we just share ideas and energy, and it's so you guys. I mean, this is a mutual admiration society on this show because we all love Bear. He's wonderful, and Debbie's great. Kent Dunn, whenever he can come back, he will, and he is just extremely, extremely busy right now. I put some numbers up on the screen. It's called they're manifesting numbers. It's 520-741-8. Make sure you say a pause in between those three numbers, okay? So that's the numbers. The reason is I've been using it, and I've been having some very nice success. And things are happening because of using these numbers. Now, you got to put it out to the universe, and I put it in text, and I put it in my prayers, and I say it out loud. I've even written a song, which I will sing for you probably next week, okay? Irish Lassie says, it looks like Cash App only wants to be on my cell, but I would like to use it on my computer until I can deal with Google. Well, Google, as you know it, is getting ready to go poof. And one other thing, guys, I know I've been kind of intermittent with this information, okay? Oh, look at that. Thank you, Judy.
Thank you, Judy.
Isn't she a cutie? Isn't she a cutie? She's just so cute. Okay. Listen, there's not gonna be, I don't think there's no chance in hell that this thing's going to go on until June. I don't see it. I'm getting too many signs. I'm getting. I do not even dream about the event. I do not dream about the recreational vehicle. I don't even do it. And I want you to know that I cannot be there with you when you go to your currency exchange. So get everything down from me. Get all the information you can from me, including, if you don't have it, get your RV protocol papers. They're $50. Now, if you buy them tonight, they're $50. You send it to 319-561-0064. But if you buy your RV protocol papers tonight, I will send them to you tonight, and half the money goes to the homeless family that we are donating to tonight. Okay, half the money will go through that. Okay, so it's a 54-page document, and same thing else. I've got one other 50+ page document. It's $50 if you want. I have the proof from the military that in 2018 Donald Trump paid off the national debt. The national debt is fraudulent. Everything to do with fiat currency is fraudulent, fake. It's the only thing we have right now, so we have to use it, but we have no faith in it. But it will help the family. So I'm going to give half the money if you want to order the proof. No, I think Nassar is going to be right at the 1st of June, and the RV is going to be before the 1st of June. I'm just getting too much information. I listen to the Treasury calls, and I also on another group call that I get some really good information. And I'm telling you, I can't see how this thing is going to go on. Right now, Iraq is having a hell of a time trying to keep it hidden from the United States because there's too many people going back and forth from Iraq and Iran, and they're talking. People talk, like on this show. They're already good over in Iraq. They're buying big screen TVs by the truckloads over there. It's people.
PsyOps. It's just all a PsyOps. It's for you because you're dead, or like you're second to dead last. It's purposefully done. Anytime you see anything Q related, they have already said 2 days ahead of schedule. Do you know what that means? No, because it's part of the PsyOps. If they're saying they're ahead of schedule, they're saying we've got wiggle room for you bad guys to play, so make your move. That's what it's all about. It's not a catch and release. It's a catch and an execute. That's what they're doing. It's whatever leads to the path of least resistance on their behalf, so you can have something better come in without any shenanigans or less, entanglements of survival mechanisms that are coming to play. So yeah, they're going to let whatever rogue mainstream news agencies and whoever's this and that, and then create another faction. I don't care if it's in, black hats, pink hats, they're going to let it all happen because it's to get them out of the way. You can't have any of this if all of them are still here. It's impossible. It really is. They're not here for you. They're not here to play nice. And that's okay too. And it's same, like even the bankers, they're paying attention. So if they're going to dip in on your stuff, and you got fooled, that's on you. But are they going to get away with it? No, of course not. It's all about catch, catch, catch. But other than that, I will say one thing. I guess I know we're drawn to a close. If anyone needs spiritual consultation, you can call my number, which is 774-208-2377. And my phone number is also my Cash App. So again, it's all about value and time and energy. And, you take what you want from me. I am a wealth of knowledge, and I have a lot of different processes and skill sets that can get you to where you want to be, but you have to do the hard work. It's not easy. It takes a lot of time. It takes a lot of energy and nearly hyper focus. It's exhausting, especially now that things are changing energetically. It's going to get harder for you guys to jump the curve. It really is. You're going to be so surprised. A lot of people are struggling right now with the energies because they can't zero themselves out. Sorry, Chance, you go ahead.
Oh, you're good. You're good. The only thing I wanted to ask Docg is, you got any final thoughts tonight?
Well, I just blown away by the new people that joined us tonight. Please join us every Thursday night at 8:30 as we do this show. But I do a show before this, which is really important, and I'll explain to you why. It's by a comedian and a good friend of mine, Joel Emile, it's called Helping Hand. And what he does is he has a teleplay where actors come on and they start saying different things, and he has parts, he scripts them. But these are true stories that happen to people, and it's called Helping Hand because we feel we're helping other people understand if they're going through something, or like Brian said. So I think that Thursday night from 7:00 and the next show at 8:30, tune into both shows. Watch what we have on Hamilton Radio. Don't forget the Mother's Day thing we have this weekend. It's going to be great. Mother's Day music, Mother's Day playlist, and of course, your mom's songs with what she wants to hear, plus her own song that you get to create and tell me what we can do, and with her name and maybe just one phrase she used to say or a poem you wrote for her. And if even not, just her name, I'll create the song, send it to you, and play it for the world so we can play, for everybody to hear. So that's my thing happy Mother's Day to all the moms out there.
Great. All right, Brian, any final thoughts?
My final thoughts is this. Again, I'm going to reiterate that whatever idea ascension is, I'm not kidding when I say it's short. It's short as in next summer solstice. I don't know what it looks like. I can feel it intuitively. Even Kent has talked about it over and over again. So yeah, you can continue to play 3D. You could play with your projects. You can play with, religion, politics, all you want. But when Source, with the agreement of the planet, says the game board is over because she wants to go to a higher dimensional field, you don't get a choice. You're a guest here. This isn't your home. You're a guest. She's sharing a contract with you that's only temporary, and all of it will get scrubbed off. So you could think of it. So if you need to watch The Matrix, the movie, or the trilogy a little bit to kind of get a different download or perspective of how a game field gets taken out, it's quite similar. We're all holograms. It's just the holograms called carbon-based matter. That's the only difference. In the higher realms, it's called silicon crystalline-based matter. It's still a hologram. What creates it? Creation's creative and limitless. Who cares? Just enjoy it. That's all I have to say.
Thank you, Brian. Guys, I want to, Janice White, I know you're listening. Can you file a UCC3 on your home so they can't sell it? Let's talk about this on an email. Send me an email at chancemusic@yahoo.com. I don't want to get into that right now because we are ending the show. My final thought is please donate to this family. Okay. We've got the information up right now. And listen, we don't know what the circumstances, we don't know what's going to get thrown our way. But, you know, even if you've got $5 to donate, $3, whatever you have, it will help. Okay. There's no such thing as too little of a donation. Okay. It is all appreciated, and you're doing it with love in your heart, and that's all that matters. My name's Chance McFadden. I'm here every Thursday night. I'm also on Telegram on Chance Live Chat Group. It's a public page on Telegram. Saturdays at 2 o'clock, or I'm sorry, Sundays at 2 o'clock, and Tuesdays at 5, live at 5 on Telegram, Chance Live Chat Group. It's brought to you by Patriot Intel. And I thank you guys so much. Remember, if you're buying your Immucyst Advance for your health, you put in $5. You can get $5 off per bottle by putting on the checkout code Advance with Chance. Okay. I love you guys. We're going to see you next Thursday. I will see the rest of you on Sunday at 2 o'clock and Tuesday live at 5 on Telegram. Okay. If you have any questions, send me an email at chancemusic@yahoo.com. God bless you. And if you want to watch this over again, because there's a lot of information here. Good night, guys. I love you. That's my lawyer song. I got to play it at the end, you know.
To me, it feels more like a detective song.
It does, really. Good night, everyone. Y'all come back now. Yeah?
Good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.